welcome to my channel. I'm Sunshine. I'm a Pilates instructor, and we're going to go through a little mini-series focusing on glutes and legs, and we're going to get right into it. We're going to start on our hands and knees. I want your hands to be right underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Now we're going to be nice and relaxed here, go into a few cat-cows, just stretching out that spine and core. As you inhale, you're going to drop the belly down towards your mat, look all the way up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, round the spine, look towards the thighs. Continuing with your breath, inhale to drop the belly and look up. Exhale to round the spine, looking towards your thighs. We'll do one more, both directions. And then coming into a comfortable position from here, we're going to go into some hip circles. I know you can't see me with my hair, my bad. I want you to press your hips towards one side as much as you can. Start to feel that little side stretch in your glute. Press your hips back towards your heels and then roll up to the other side. And you can make these little circles go all the way around, or we can just go from side to side. Now, if your knees pop a little bit, that is okay. There is some pressure on those kneecaps as you're going into these hip circles. Finding that little stretch as your hip presses out. Last one from side to side. Wow, the cat's really got a lot of hair on this mat today. Alright, when you come back through center, I really want you to place those hands nice and firmly on your mat. I like to have my fingertips spread out so I can really press into my fingertips, and that relieves some of the pressure from your wrists. You're gently pulling the core in, flattening that low spine. Think about pulling your ribs up towards your spine as you press out of your shoulders here. We're going to start with our left leg, and as you exhale, I want you to extend your left leg nice and straight in and too close to the wall. That is so awkward. Redo. Send that left leg all the way straight back behind you, and as you inhale, let that knee tap your mat. Exhale, we're going to extend the leg long. Inhale, tap that mat. Now, as you're extending that leg, I really want you to focus on those hips staying still. Lots of weight should be in your left hand as a counterbalance, so we're not letting our hips sway to that right side as we extend that leg. Your weight is staying centered. That's the other half. Hopefully I don't kick it. Now from here, I know we're working a lot on the core right now, and I said we're going to work on glutes, but the core is the foundation of everything here. We're going to start to add our right arm. As you inhale, we lengthen long this time. As you exhale, can you pull your knee and elbow together around that spine? Inhale, we lengthen long. Exhale, pull the knee and elbow together. We're just going to do 8 here. Continuing with your breath. Last one, we got this. Can you hold out nice and long here? You can always set your hand down if you want to modify there. Otherwise, keeping your arm up, we're going to flex the foot and find that little hamstring curl. As you inhale, lengthen the leg long. Exhale, find that bend. Inhale, extend. Keep lifting out of the shoulder. Pulling that core in gently, lengthening your spine. We have 4. Last 3. 2. Very last one. When you find that hamstring curl, we hold here. Little pulse of your foot up to the ceiling. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Lower that knee all the way down. Reset your hand. All right, we're going to go into a little donkey kick. You're going to hold that 90-degree bend in that left knee. Flex the foot, and as you exhale, can we make a little lift like you're stamping your foot to the ceiling? Inhale, tap that knee down. Exhale, little stamp. Inhale, tap that knee down. Now if you're like me, you're already a little sweaty here. I'd go let my hair stay down, but that's okay. little squeeze of the glute and hamstring as you press up. We have 4. Last 3. 2. On this last one, can you hold? We're going back into that hamstring curl. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, find that curl. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we curl. We have 5. Last 4. 3. 2. Very last one here. Perfect. And reset that knee. Now this is a great time to find a child's pose if you need a little break. Otherwise, we're going to roll over onto our right forearm. I'm going to have to turn all the way around so you guys can still see me and I can see the camera. But we're going to have our right forearm down. I want you to have your knees right in front of those hips and your knees come to the front of your mat. If you're not using mat, that is a-okay. Just make sure those knees are in line with your hips here. And your legs have a nice 90-degree bend in that knee. So we have a 90-degree bend at our hips, 90-degree bend at our knees. It's like you're in a little chair here. Now I know on our forearm can be uncomfortable sometimes, so feel free to lower down all the way and rest as you're lifting and lowering your top leg. Alright, from here we're going to start with some little clamshells. Keeping those feet together. As you exhale, can you open your top knee? And as you inhale, we close. Exhale, open, and inhale, close. As we're lifting that knee towards the ceiling, I want your hips to stay really still. I want you to squeeze that left glute as you open up the hip. Now that shoulder might be getting tired here. The cats are going crazy in the living room. This is fun. I want you to think about pressing out of your shoulder and really squeezing that bottom oblique to lift your side away from your mat here. Our head can be in line with the rest of our spine. Let's do 3 more. And then we're going to kick it up just a notch. 2. Last one. Alright, we're going to kick it up a notch. We're going to lift the entire leg as we exhale, holding that bend. Inhale, we lower, little tap. Exhale to lift. Inhale to tap. Now if you're feeling it at the front of your hip, go ahead and adjust those legs so you can really squeeze the bottom of your glute. Kind of think about right where you would sit down on a chair. So the very bottom of that glute is squeezing as we make that lift. We're keeping that core engaged. We're pressing out of that bottom shoulder. Let's do 3 more here. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, little tap. 2. Very last one, you're gonna hold at the top. Little tiny pulse, just a slight movement here. Lifting and lowering that knee just an inch. Perfect. 4, 3, 2. On your last one, can you hold that leg up? We extend the leg nice and long. Once that leg's long, I want you to point the toes. Try to keep your body really still. Just your leg is gonna sweep forward as you inhale. Exhale, flex the foot, sweep the leg back. Find a little squeeze of that glute as you squeeze back. Inhale, point the toes and sweep forward. Exhale, flex the foot and sweep back. Perfect, you're keeping that spine really long here. You're lifting your chest away from your mat, pressing out of your shoulder the entire time. And at any point, if you need to lay all the way down, feel free to lay down. Let's do 4 here. You guys got this, you are great. Last 3, you're looking beautiful. I can't see you, but I know you're looking beautiful. 2. Perfect. On this next one, I want you to sweep that leg forward. Keep it forward. The farther forward, the harder that leg's gonna work. We're gonna tap all the way down to the floor out in front of us and make that little lift. Did you see that little adjustment? I'm gonna lift my waist back up. That is exactly what we're going for. We don't wanna sink down into that shoulder. Keep that chest lifted. Woo! This is a burner. Perfect. Can you bring that leg a little bit farther forward? Ay, 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 we have 4. Last 3, keep lifting that waist. 2. The very last one, can you hold at the top? Perfect. Little tiny circles. I know this hurts, but we're gonna finish nice and strong. Our glutes are gonna be so happy after 3, 2, and reverse directions. You got this. You're gonna finish really strong here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my God, lower that leg down. Oh. stretch here. Maybe you just take a little sip of water. And when you're ready, maybe on that back, and we're gonna lift just our right heel up off of our mat. Feet are in line with those hips, arms are relaxed. As you exhale, we're gonna find a little bridge. I want you to gently pull the core in like you're pulling your ribs down towards your spine. And then we're gonna start to peel the spine up off of our mat, squeezing that left glute and hamstring. As you inhale, we roll down, all the way down until our bottom barely taps our mat, and then we lift all the way back up. Inhale, you're gonna roll down. Exhale, you roll all the way up. Our right foot is just on that tiptoe, so we're focused on our our left glute and hamstring, lifting and lowering those hips up. Your right leg is kind of just relaxing there, making sure we're staying balanced. Now we can stay here, but in 3, we're gonna start to kick it up just a notch. 2. Last one, all the way up, you got this. And all the way down. Now you can stay here with that heel lifted. Otherwise, I want you to cross your right ankle over that left thigh. That's gonna put a little bit more pressure into that left foot. As you exhale, same thing, we roll the spine up. Keep those hips nice and level. Inhale, rolling back down. Perfect, you got this. We're gonna do 8 here. And then guess what? We're kicking it up even more. Literally kicking it up. We have 6. Did I forget 7? Who knows? 5. Keep those ribs pulling down so you can lengthen that low back. Last 4. 3. 2. Last one. Can you hold at the top? Send that right leg up to the ceiling. Perfect. As you inhale, we roll down. You can keep those right toes pointed to the ceiling. You can keep the right ankle crossed, or if you want to bring your leg to tabletop, that is a-okay, whichever you prefer. As you exhale, we're going to lift our hips up, pointing the toes to the ceiling. Inhale, we roll back down. You're going to start to feel it more in that hamstring. Pull that core in. Pressing through that left heel, we're squeezing the glute and hamstring to make that little lift. Barely lowering down. We have 5 more to go. This one is extra spicy. Last 4. 2. All right, on this last one, can we hold our hips all the way up? You can either go into a little pulse with your hips up and down, or keep those hips nice and still. We lower and lift that right leg. Press into those arms to stabilize. Can you scooch all the way, my dude? Thank you. We have 4. Last 3. Powering through here, 2 more. Very last one. All the way up to the ceiling and lower it down. Holy cow. Cross your left ankle over that right thigh. We're gonna bring a little figure 4 stretch. Stretch out that glute and hamstring. Well, that was definitely warm in here. All right. You can take that stretch for as long as you would like. Whenever you are ready, you're gonna meet me on those hands and knees again. We're gonna restart that flow and switch over to the right side. Whew. It's getting toasty in here. I have to turn the fan on, but also, don't be too loud. Hands are right underneath those shoulders. Knees are underneath the hips. We're finding a nice long flat spine here. Gently pulling those ribs up, lengthening that low back. Starting with just our right leg. As you inhale, as you exhale, can you extend that right leg nice and long? Little squeeze of the glute and hamstring. Inhale, we tap the knee down. Exhale, extend the leg long. Inhale, tap that knee down. Perfect. If you'd like to add, we're going to start to extend that left arm. As you extend your leg, Can you extend your left arm, taking a really big inhale at the top. As you exhale, pull your knee and elbow together, rounding the spine. Inhale, you're gonna lengthen. Exhale, pull the knee and elbow together, pulling the belly button towards that spine. Great job. I have fuzz in my hair when we had. Lovely. Pressing out of that right shoulder. We're finishing strong here. We have 3. Last 2. Very last one. And we're gonna hold nice and long. This is where that hamstring curl comes in. Flex the foot, curling at that hamstring. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we curl. Keep that thigh lifted. Squeeze the hamstring to find that curl. Squeeze the glute to keep that leg lifted. Whew. We got this. We're gonna finish really strong. We have 4. Last 3. Focus on that breath. 2. Press out that shoulder. Very last one. Can we hold little pulse up to the ceiling? Just an inch, like you're making a footprint on the ceiling. We have 5. Last 4. 3. 2. Last one. Go ahead and set that hand and knee down. Perfect. We're going into that donkey kick from here. Flexing the foot. As you exhale, can you make a little lift like you're stamping your foot to the ceiling? Inhale, we tap it down. Exhale, little lift. Inhale, tap it down. Woo! We got this. Press out of those shoulders. Gently pull those ribs up towards the spine, pulling them in and together. We have 4. Last 3. 2. Last one. We hold again at the top. We're going into that hamstring curl. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we bend. Perfect. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. We have 5. Last 4. 3. Keep that thigh lifted. We got this. 2 more to go. Very last one. And lower that leg all the way down. Maybe you find a child's pose. Maybe you find those little hip circles again. Whatever you'd like. When you're ready, maybe on that left forearm or laying down on your left side. Whatever is more comfortable for you. We're going to bring those knees out in front of our hips towards the front of our mat. Shins can come parallel to the front of your mat. If you don't have a mat, that is okay. I want you to think about you have a 90-degree bend at your knee, 90-degree bend at your hips, and we're lifting our waist away from our mat, stacking those hips on top of each other. Starting just with that clamshell. Take a really big inhale in through the nose. And as you exhale, let's open that top knee. Press it all out. Inhale, we close. Exhale to open. I don't even know how long this class is at this point. Kind of just having fun here. Squeezing that glute. I want you to feel it just at the bottom of that glute. Whoo! She's working really hard here. We have 4 here, and then we're gonna kick it up just a notch. Last 3. 2. Can you see how sweaty I am right now? Holy Lord. Very last one. Open all the way up. Find that squeeze. We lower down. All right, we're gonna lift the entire leg, holding that bend. As you exhale, open that leg up. Inhale, we lower. Exhale to open. Inhale to close. Keep those hips really still, so you should not feel any shifting on your bottom leg at any point here. Perfect. Pulling that core in. Try to lift your waist away from your mat, pulling out of your shoulder. We're gonna do 5 here, and then we have a little pulse. Last 4. lastly, I can only focus on how it's feeling in my body. One more, all the way up, and we pulse at the top. Little tiny lift and lower, just an inch. Pull that core in, we have 4. Lastly, squeezing that glute, 2. Woo! Very last one, can you hold that leg up and extend the leg long? Little squeeze of your glute. As you inhale, we sweep the leg forward, pointing those toes. Exhale, flex the foot, sweep the leg back. Little squeeze of your glute at the back, and you sweep forward. Great job. We will not be here for long. Keep that spine really long here. Try not to let it round forward as our leg comes out in front. Yes, we have 2 more. Last one, we know what's happening. We're sweeping that leg forward. From here, holding that leg forward, can you tap it down? All right, as you exhale, we make that lift. Inhale, we tap it down. We will not be here for very long. This is it. And then we roll over, we go into some bridges, and we're finishing it off. We have 3. Whew. See if you can bring that leg a little bit farther forward. Squeeze that glute. Last 2. As you can see, this is a big struggle. Very last one. We hold at the top. Little circles. Yes, we got this. You're keeping that leg lifted. We have 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Keep it going. Reverse directions. Oh, my leg is shaking so bad. We have 4. Last 3. We're powering through. 2, and 1. Lower that leg down. Holy moly. Okay. We're gonna roll onto our back and continue working out that leg. Same leg is gonna be our working leg. All right, your feet are in line with your hips on your mat. We're gonna relax those arms down next to our sides. Maybe remove that hair from the back of your neck, especially if you're sweaty like me. Sweaty girls unite. We're gonna lift our right, left. It's difficult. You're gonna lift that left heel from your mat so your right foot's nice and flat. We're pulling the ribs down, and you're taking a really big inhale to prepare. As you exhale, squeeze that right glute and hamstring. We lift our hips up. Inhale, rolling back down, bone by bone until you melt into that mat. Little tap of your glutes, and then we roll back up. Inhale, coming down, softening into your mat. And exhale, roll all the way up. Whew. That right glute is on fire. We're powering through here. Remember, you can always pause the video and take a little break, stretch it out. Maybe pause and drink some water. You're gonna see me pounding water after this glass. Whew. All right, we're gonna do 3 here. And then if you want, we're gonna kick it up. 2. On this last one, we come all the way up. When you lower back down, if you'd like, we're gonna cross that left ankle over our right thigh, focusing on just that right glute and hamstring. As you exhale, we squeeze the glute, heel the spine from the mat. Inhale, we roll back down, bottom barely taps your mat, and we lift it back up. Pulling those ribs down is gonna protect that low back as we lift the hips up, so we don't arch that low spine. Focusing on your breath, we got this. We're gonna do 3 more here, and then we're gonna send that left leg up towards that ceiling. Whew. 2 more. Last one. Can you hold at the top? Send your leg up to the ceiling and you roll back down. We're going to keep those toes pointed to the ceiling, and as you exhale, lift those hips up nice and high. Inhale, roll down. You're going to squeeze that hamstring just a little bit more. Whew. We got this. We're pushing out of the floor through that heel. Pulling those ribs down. In 4, we're going to hold at the top. Last 3. 2. last one. Can you hold those hips up? Either little pulse up and down or keep those hips still. We lower and lift that left leg. Great job. Woo. Exhale, lifting. Inhale, lowering. Squeeze that glute and hamstring. Keep those hips still. We have 4. Last 3. 2. See if you can lift those hips a little bit higher. Very last one. All the way up to the ceiling. And we roll back down. Oh. Wow. Cross that right ankle over your left thigh. Hug that left thigh in for your 4 stretch. That was crazy. You can pause here, stretch it out a little bit more. Otherwise, uncrossing those legs. Bring those arms up into a little cactus position here, opening up the chest. We're going to step those feet really wide on our mat, or you should just be able to see your feet on the sides of your hips. As you inhale, let your knees fall to one side. We'll pause here in a little twist. Relaxing the body, relaxing the breath. Once you're seated up, let's find a nice little butterfly stretch. The soles of your feet come together, your knees press out. And keeping the chest lifted to open up those hips. Maybe you find that little hinge forward. I want you to stretch one leg out slightly to the side here. You're going to flex your foot, and I want you to reach all the way up to the ceiling. Big inhale, and as you exhale, reach towards your toes, wherever you'd like to be. Maybe find a tiny bend in that knee, stretching out the hamstring just a little bit more. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and roll yourself all the way up. At the top, we'll switch those legs. Opposite leg reaches out slightly to the side. Big inhale to reach all the way up. Exhale, reaching towards those toes, flexing the foot. When you're ready, you can roll yourself up. We're going to find a comfortable seated position here. And I want you to just take this time and set your intentions for the rest of your day. Slowing down